Hi everyone, this is Reema, your biology educator from We Learning. So as you know that We Learning is an online educational platform where we provide quality education for all. So to get all the benefits from our channel, do subscribe to it, and also don't forget to visit to our website, that is www.v-learning.in, where you will be getting all the pre-recorded videos, the live classes, the animated videos, and also the PDF notes of all these topics. So let's begin today's session. So today we are going to start with your unit 5, that is human physiology. Okay. So here in this chapter, you will be learning about the digestion and absorption. Then you will be learning about the respiration process in plants. You will be learning about the blood fluids, that is blood, how it circulates in your body. You will learn about the excretory function of the body and the neural or the neurological function of the body. So all the things you are going to learn under the unit 5, that is human physiology. Okay. So this is your chapter number 16, which deals with digestion and absorption. So you all have been learning about the human digestive system from your lower classes, right? You know that what are the various parts involved in the human digestive system, like the mouth, then esophagus. After that, the food goes into the stomach, then the intestine, right? We have got small intestine and the large intestine, and through the large intestine, the food is being, that is the undigested food, is being ejected out, right? So this is your lecture number 1. So under this chapter you will be learning about the digestive process, how the digestion takes place with the help of the various organs. Okay, with the help of the various organs in detail. And also you will be learning that what are the various glands involved in the process of digestion. Okay, and what are the various enzymes, okay, which helps in the process of digestion. So this is your lecture number 1. Let's begin today's session. So yes, digestion and absorption. So what do you mean by this digestion? Okay. Now, the food which we take is in the form of complex, right? Is in the form of complex substance. So we have got what we have got, that is the teeth, right? Our teeth helps in the breaking down of this complex food into simplest one, isn't it? So after the food is being ingested, the food is being broken down into the simpler substances by various mechanical and the chemical process. Okay, mechanical means our teeth is involved in grinding, which grinds the food into small particles, right? Now we have got various enzymes. Okay, in our mouth we have the salivary glands. Okay, the salivary glands, or the saliva is being secreted from the salivary glands. Okay, so which helps in what? Which helps in the proper masticulation of the food. Then the food, it is in the form of bolus, which is then passed through the esophagus. Okay. Now the various steps, what are the steps involved in the process of digestion? The steps involved in the process of digestion is ingestion. Okay, ingestion means you are having the food inside your mouth. Okay, ingestion, then digestion, then absorption, and then egestion, right? So the steps involved in the process of digestion are ingestion. Okay, ingestion. Ingestion means what? Ingestion means the taking in food. Okay, taking in food, right? Next, what is digestion? What is digestion? What happens in the process of digestion? In the process of digestion, the food, it is getting broken down into smaller particles. Okay, that is the mechanical and the chemical breakdown of the food is taking place. Okay, that is the breakdown of food takes place. How the breakdown of the food takes place? With the help of our teeth, right? And the various enzymes, that is mechanical and both the chemical process are involved in the process of digestion. Clear? Next, what happens is absorption. Okay, absorption. Now what happens in the process of absorption? So the food which we take, right, is in the form of, we take carbohydrates, we take protein, we take that is minerals, right, vitamins, everything we take, but we take it in the complex form. So when it goes in our body, it is being digested, right, and it is in the form of glucose, right? We get the energy in the form of glucose. So that is the the food is being absorbed and it is being transferred to the various tissues. Okay, it is being absorbed by the various tissues and it is being transferred to various parts of the body through the blood or to the lymph. Okay, what is this absorption? Absorption means the broken food particles, okay, now are being absorbed in the form of glucose by the tissues, and it is being transported to different parts of the body with the help of the blood or the lymph, right? So the absorption, what happens? The food is absorbed. The food is absorbed. The food is absorbed in the form of glucose in the tissues. Okay, in the tissues. Now, what happens in the form of egestion? Now, the last step in the form, that is in the digestion process, the last step is the egestion. Okay, egestion is your last step. Now, what happens in case of egestion? What about the undigested food? The digestive food is being transported to the blood or the lymph to the body, okay, for various functions, okay, so that we get energy, right? But the undigested food, it is being released through the large intestine as a fecal matter, okay? That is, the egestion is the process by which the undigested food is being released from the body. Clear? So what is this egestion? What happens in egestion? The undigested food is released outside, right? Undigested, yes, undigested food undigested food is being released, right? Is being released out with the help of that is through egestion. What happens? Egestion means the undigested food is being released out with the help of what? With the help of anus. Clear? These are the steps. Okay. These are the steps for what? These are the steps for digestion. Clear? Now, let's move into the human digestive system. So, as you know that human digestive system, it involves various parts. Okay, what are the various parts? Number one, you will learn about mouth, right? So in the mouth, what we have in the mouth? We have buccal cavity, right? So in the mouth, we have what? We have buccal cavity, right? So in the buccal cavity, what do you find? In the buccal cavity, you will find what? You will find a teeth, right? You will find teeth, isn't it? You will find teeth. Then you have got tongue. You have got tongue. Again, what you have? You have various salivary glands. Okay, so you have various salivary glands which helps in the proper mastication of the food, that secretes various enzymes. Okay, now second thing what you will see, then the food which will be broken down by the tongue and it will move to the esophagus. So second is your esophagus, or it is also known as the food pipe, right? So, human digestive system consists of what? Consists of alimentary canal and the digestive glands. Okay, digestive glands. So, the alimentary canal is around 30 feet. Okay, 30 feet long. Okay, it measures around 30 feet long, around 9 centimeter. Okay, around 9 centimeter. So, next, afterwards, from the esophagus, the food will be moving to the stomach. So you will be learning about the stomach, then the small intestine, then large intestine, small intestine, and number 5 is your large intestine. Okay, large intestine. Now see here in this diagram. So this is the mouth. Okay, so from where we ingest the food, right? Ingestion takes place with the help of mouth. After we take the food, what happens? The food is being broken down into smaller particles with the help of our teeth, right? With the help of our teeth, and also tongue helps in mixing down of the food. So here you have a nose, right? Here is the nose. So through the nose, what comes through the nose? The air comes, right? And from here, the food comes. So here there is a common passage through which the air and the food passes, okay? That is known as pharynx, okay? That is known as pharynx. So pharynx is a common passage through which the food and the air it passes, okay? Now see here, the air it passes and it will go where? It will go to the lungs, okay? It will go to the lungs, okay? Now the food it will pass through the pharynx and it will go through the esophagus. Is that clear? Right? So this is the common passage. Pharynx is the common passage for the air, okay, and the food. Is that clear? Now the food which we took, okay, it will come down to the esophagus, okay. So through the various muscular actions, through the various muscles are involved here, okay. So through the peristaltic movement, it will reach to the stomach. So in the stomach, various digestive enzymes are present, okay. Various digestive enzymes, that is the pancreas, okay. Various digestive enzymes, sorry, the proteinase, okay, trypsin, okay, these are the various digestive enzymes are present in the stomach, which helps in the digestion of the food. Even the HCl is also present, okay. Now, from the stomach, the partially digested food, it will go to where? It will go to the small intestine, okay. So, small intestine, okay, small intestine is the place where the maximum absorption of food is taking place, okay. Maximum absorption of food takes place where? Takes place in the small intestine. Now, can you see here that the liver, gallbladder, and the pancreas, right? Liver, gallbladder, and the pancreas. What are these? These three are the digestive glands. Okay, these are what? These are the digestive glands. Okay, they secrete various digestive juices which helps in the process of digestion. So from the gallbladder, the bile juice is being secreted, which is being sent again to the small intestine. Okay, then the liver also helps in the emulsification of the bile, and from the pancreas, okay, the pancreatic juice is being secreted from the pancreas, which is also sent to the small intestine. Clear? So these are the various digestive glands which plays a major role in the process of digestion, right? So yes, this small portion what you can see here, this is the gallbladder. So you will heard of that. Some people got the gallbladder stone, right? What happens in that case? In that case, the cholesterol get deposited in the gallbladder, because of which the gallbladder is unable to secrete the bile, okay, at proper amount. So in that case, doctor will suggest for the removal of the gallbladder, okay. So without gallbladder also people can survive. In that case, liver, that is the bile which will be secreted, will go directly from the liver to the small intestine. Clear? So these are the various digestive glands. Now look into the small intestine. When you come down, after the stomach is the small intestine. The small intestine is around 6 centimeter or 6.5 centimeter long, okay. The small intestine is around 6.5 centimeter long. So see, the small intestine has got three parts, that is duodenum. Duodenum is the first part, okay, which is linked to the stomach. So see, this part, okay, from the stomach it is coming down, right? So this part is the duodenum, okay, which is connected to the stomach. Then the second part is the jejunum, okay, and the third part is what? Third part is the ileum. Is that clear? So the three parts of small intestine, as you can see here, the first one is duodenum. The second one, okay, second one is the jejunum, right? So this one is the jejunum, and the third one is the ileum, right? This is the ileum. So these are the three parts of the small intestine. Now moving into the large intestine, the large intestine is having four parts, okay. So what are the four parts of the large intestine? So what is the function of large intestine? That is, undigested food will go into the large intestine and it will be released through the anus. Clear? So the undigested food will go to the large intestine. Now this one, you can see here the small portion that is known as appendix. Okay, see, this appendix is the vestigial organ. Okay, it is a vestigial organ. This appendix had function before, but now this appendix does not have much function. Without appendix also people can survive. Okay, it is also called as vestigial organ. So appendix is just attached to the ascending colon. Okay, so see, this one is the ascending colon. So the large intestine has got four parts. That is, this part is the ascending colon. Then this one, which you can see here, this is the transverse colon. Okay, this is the transverse colon. Then next here, see that this part is the descending colon. Okay, which is coming downside. As you can see, this part, right, this is coming downside. This is the descending colon, right? Next is the rectum, where the undigested food is being stored. Okay, this part is the rectum. So these are the four parts of the large intestine. Is that clear? So see, these are the four parts of the large intestine. We will study it in detail. So see here, what is this digestion? What do you mean by this digestion? It is a process by which the complex substances is broken down into simplest form, right? So this is simple. So this is a process in which complex food is broken down into the simple absorbable form, right? This is called digestion. So it is carried out by our digestive system by mechanical and biochemical methods. So both the mechanical and the biochemical methods are involved in the process of digestion, right? Yes. So human digestive system consists of two things, as I said. One is alimentary canal, another is the associated glands. Okay, so the alimentary canal is what? Alimentary canal is 30 feet long. Okay, the alimentary canal is 30 feet long. And what are the various digestive glands? What are the various digestive glands we have? The various digestive glands we have is what? That is liver, right? Liver, then gallbladder, isn't it? Liver, gallbladder, and what? And also we have pancreas. And also we have pancreas, which secretes what? Which secretes the pancreatic juice. Okay, all these are connected to the small intestine. All the secretions will be sent to the small intestine. Okay, which helps in further digestion process. Now see, the alimentary canal begins with an anterior opening, the mouth, and it opens out posteriorly through the anus, right? The alimentary canal, okay? So see, this is the mouth. So it will start from here, right? Alimentary canal. So here it will go, here this stomach will be there, right? Yes. So the stomach will be there. Again, it will go through the last is the anus, right? Last is the anus. So it runs from the mouth to the anus, right? The alimentary canal, it runs from the mouth to the anus. Okay. Next, the mouth. Okay, what happens in the mouth? What is present inside our mouth? That is the buccal cavity. Inside it, what you have? We have the teeth, we have the tongue, right? So mouth leads to the buccal cavity, right? So mechanical breakdown of food takes place inside our mouth. So when we take the food, the mechanical breakdown of the food takes place inside our mouth. So if you see like this, okay, this is how our buccal cavity here will be the teeth. Okay, you will have teeth. The teeth are of various shapes, right? Which is attached to our bone, which is on the top of our bone, right? And here we will find a tongue, right? The tongue is a muscular organ, isn't it? The tongue is a muscular organ which we find inside our mouth. So teeth, the oral cavity has a number of teeth and muscular tongue. Okay, so what we have inside our mouth? Inside our mouth we have teeth, then we have tongue, right? Each tooth is embedded in a socket of jawbone. So we have jawbone inside, right? So the teeth are attached to our jawline. That is, they are attached to our jawbone. Clear? So this type of attachment is called as thecodont. Okay, thecodont. Now, what do you mean by this attached to the jawbone? So see here. So yes, if this is the teeth, this is the teeth, okay, it is attached on the top of the bone, okay, it is attached on the top of the bone, right? So this is our jaw bone, right, and the teeth is attached on the top of the bone. This type of arrangement is known as what? It is known as thecodont. What it is known as? It is known as thecodont, right? Theco, D-O-N-T. Clear? So see, the teeth is having what? The teeth is having covering, which we call it as enamel, isn't it? Enamel. So the teeth is having a covering which protects it from infection. Okay. So our teeth is rich in calcium, isn't it? So it is protected with enamel. So if you go deep inside the teeth, it will be having another layer, okay, that we call it as pulp. Okay, so this pulp, it prevents the attack of the bacteria. Okay, and under this we have what? We have the blood vessels. Okay, under the pulp we have the blood vessels. Is that clear? So see, the majority of mammals, including human being, forms two sets of teeth. So we mammals, we have two sets of teeth. That's why it is called as what? It is called as the diphodont, right? So it is called as the diphodont, and two sets of teeth. That is, one is temporary, okay, which is called as deciduous teeth, and which is replaced by adult teeth, that is called as diphodont, right? So we have got two sets of teeth. So what are the two sets of teeth we have? The two sets of teeth, one is the milk teeth, one is milk teeth, which is called as what? Which is called as the deciduous teeth, okay? Which is called as the deciduous teeth, right? Another set of teeth which we called as adult teeth, okay, which we called as adult teeth, which is known as diphodont, okay, which is known as, that is adult teeth, which is called as permanent teeth, okay, which is called as permanent teeth, sorry. And this type of dentation is called as diphodont, okay, that means two times we are getting the teeth, okay. This type of dentation is called as what? Adult teeth are the permanent teeth, and this type of arrangement of the teeth is known as diphodont. Clear? Diphodont, that means two times we are getting teeth in our lifetime. Okay, now milk teeth, how many milk teeth a baby has? A baby has 20. Okay, so milk teeth, a baby will be having 20 teeth, whereas permanent teeth will be 32. But some, they do not have 32. Okay, they have only 28 teeth. Okay, now in case of the baby, premolar teeth are not present. Okay, premolar teeth are not there. Okay, that's why they have only 20. Whereas in case of the adult, we have the incisor, canine, premolar and molar teeth. Okay, four sets of teeth. Okay, our teeth are different from one another. They are not same in nature, right? They do not look same, isn't it? They are different. Okay, nature and the shape of the teeth is also different. Some of the teeth will be like this, isn't it? Some will be like this. These are called as incisors. Some will be like this. These are called as molar, right? These are called as molar. So teeth has got different shapes, okay, different size. That is called as what? That is called as dentation, okay, dentation. What is this called as? Dentation. Okay, dentition means the nature and the arrangement of the shape of the teeth. Okay, the nature and the shape of the teeth, how it is arranged, that is called as dentation. So what type of dentation we have? We have all different sets of teeth, right? So we have heterodont dentation. Hetero means what? Hetero means different, isn't it? We have heterodont dentation. So adult has 32 permanent teeth, that is of 4 different types, that is incisors, canine, premolars and the molar. So we have what? We have 4 different sets of teeth. So what are they? That is incisors, canine, molar, premolar and molar, right? So yes, arrangement of teeth in each half of the upper and the lower, that is upper half of our jaw and the lower half has the same equal number of these teeth. Okay, that is arranged in the form of 2, 1, 2, 3. Now 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. It is the arrangement of our teeth. Now look here, that is number 1 is what? That is the front teeth which we have. These are incisors. Okay, these are incisors. Number 1 and 2, you can see these teeth are incisor, right? The number 3, what you can see here, number 3, this is the canine. Okay, after the incisor we have the canine. Okay, then later on we have the premolar and the last, okay, last whatever teeth we have inside our mouth, these are called as molar. Okay, these are molar. Clear? First, the front teeth are the incisor that helps in biting, right, breaking down of something. So then the molar teeth, it helps us in grinding, right? It helps us in grinding. Then second, what you have, the 3 is the canine, as you can see here. Then 4 and 5. Okay, 4 and this is 5. These 2 are premolar. Okay, after the canine, premolar. Then we have at the last, at the back side, whatever teeth we have, these are called as molar. Okay, so this is nothing. This is but a socket of jaw. That is, our teeth are arranged in the jaw, right? That is, yeah, on the jaw of the bone. So we have upper set and the lower set of teeth, that is, which is equal in number. Okay, so we have how many? We have 2 incisors. We have 1 canine, right? We have 2 incisor, we have 1 canine, we have 2 premolars and we have 3 molars, right? So this is how the teeth is being arranged. Okay, now look here. Okay, so it is 2, 1, 2, 3, right? So 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. Is that clear? Now, if you calculate this, how much will come? That is 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8, right? So, yes, I'm writing here, right? 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. So, if you calculate it will come as 8, right? Then 8 by 8, then 8 into 2, 8 into 2. So how much 8 into 2 is this? 16 and 16. So total number of teeth is how much? It is 32, right? So 16 in the upper half and 16 in the lower half. Is that clear? So this is how the teeth is arranged in our body. In our mouth, the hard chewing surface of the teeth is made up of enamel. Okay, so enamel, as I have showed here, that is the outer covering of the teeth. Okay, this is the hard chewing surface. Okay, this is providing protection to the teeth, to the tooth, and which helps in mastication of the food. It helps in proper grinding of the food. Clear? So this is what we have learned about teeth. Right now, let us move into the tongue. Inside our mouth, you will find what? You will find tongue. Okay, so here in the tongue, if you look inside, you will have one like this structure, right, inside the mouth. Okay, inside the mouth, what is this known as? This is known as vulva. Okay, okay, now what it does, it helps in backward flow of the food. Okay, it helps in backward flow of the food to the nose. Okay, now this is tongue. In the tongue, you will be having various like this small projections. Okay, what are this known as? The small projections are called as papillae. Okay, the small projections what you have inside the mouth, that is known as papillae. So this papillae, under the papillae, your taste buds are present. Okay, taste buds are present under this papillae, right? Yes. Now the tongue. What is this tongue? Tongue is a muscular organ which is attached to the floor of the oral cavity by frenulum. Okay. Now in your mouth, when you lift the tongue, you will see that it is attached to a structure like this. Okay. This is the mouth. Okay. Now the tongue will be attached like this to a structure. Okay, that is known as frenulum. Okay, so with the help of the frenulum, the tongue is attached to the mouth. This frenulum is reached in the vascular tissues. Okay, it is reached in blood vessels. Okay, it is reached in blood vessels or the vascular tissues, which helps in the mastication of the food, right? Now, yes, the papillae bears the taste buds. Clear? Now, next, after the tongue, we are done with our mouth. Okay, in the mouth, we have seen that we have buccal cavity. In the buccal cavity, we have the teeth. Then we have the tongue, right? So, up to this, the food is being broken down, right, with the help of various mechanical and the chemical enzymes. That is, saliva is present in the salivary glands. Now the food is in the form of bolus. Okay, the bolus needs to go through our food pipe, that is the esophagus. Now the esophagus is a thin long tube which extends posteriorly, passing through the neck, thorax and diaphragm and leads to a J-shaped bag structure called the stomach. Okay, now look into this diagram. Okay, this is the esophagus, right? The food will be coming here in the form of bolus. This we call as bolus. Okay. Through the peristaltic movement, the food will pass through this thin tube-like structure. It will go through a J-shaped like structure, which is called as the stomach. Okay, the food will be stored here for further digestion process. Now, what happens in the stomach? The muscular sphincter or the gastroesophageal, okay, the muscular sphincter or the gastroesophageal regulates the opening of the esophagus into the stomach. So, how the food will go into the stomach? It is being regulated with the help of the sphincter muscle, okay, SPHINCTER. So, this sphincter muscle, this is an important muscle which helps the food to go and stay in the stomach for further digestion process. The stomach located in the upper left. So which side the stomach is located? The stomach is located in the left side of your body, okay, not in the right side. The stomach is at the left side of the body. So yes, so look into this figure. Yes, the stomach, the position is what? The position is the left side, okay, and the liver is present, the gallbladder, everything is present at the right side. Okay, the liver, the gallbladder, it is present at the right side, whereas the stomach, it is present at the left side of your body. So see, the stomach has got various parts. The various parts of stomach are fundus. Okay, the first part is the fundus, second the cardiac, okay, then pyloric, okay, pyloric, and this part is known as the body. So from the esophagus, so this is the esophagus, the food is coming, and here the sphincter muscle is there, which will allow the food to go into the stomach. So with the help of sphincter muscle here, sphincter muscle, yes, sphincter muscle, with the help of which the food will go into the stomach. Okay, now the part which is connected to the esophagus, the first part of the stomach which is connected to the esophagus, that is known as fundus. Okay, that is the upper part. Okay, now after the fundus, then the next one is the cardiac, and through which, that is here, the food will be released to the small intestine. Okay, So this part, the last part of the stomach, which is connected to the small intestine, that is called as pyloric. Okay, that is called as pyloric. And this whole, that is the whole part, you can call it as body. Okay, these are the various parts. So a cardiac portion into which the esophagus open a fundic region. Okay, so as I said that the esophagus opens into the fundus, right? And the pyloric portion which opens into the small intestine, right? The pyloric portion, that is, it is opening towards the small intestine. Yeah. Now, let us learn about the small intestine. So, as you have seen that the small intestine has got three parts. What are the three parts of small intestine? The three parts are duodenum, then jejunum, then ileum. Okay. These are the three parts of the small intestine, right? The small intestine is distinguishable into three regions, that is a C shape. A small intestine is a C shape. That C shaped is known as duodenum. Okay, so this C shape, as you can see here, this is known as this part which is connected to the stomach, which is known as duodenum. Okay, the duodenum is connected to the stomach. Okay, the first part. Then second part is known as what? Second portion, that is long coiled middle portion, is known as jejunum. Okay, jejunum is the middle portion. This is coiled. Okay, this part is, it is like this. It is connected, then it is coiled. Okay, this part is called as what? This part is called as jejunum. This is known as duodenum. This is jejunum. Okay, and the last one is the ileum, the opening of the stomach into the duodenum, and the highly coiled is the ileum. Okay, highly coiled one, as you can see here. Okay, which is highly coiled. This part is known as what? This part is known as ileum. Okay, these are the three parts of the small intestine. The opening of the stomach into the duodenum is guarded by pyloric sphincter. Okay, so as you have seen here, the pyloric muscles are present, the pyloric part of the stomach. So it will open to the small intestine. It is guarded by what? It is guarded by the pyloric sphincter, which is a muscle which helps the food to pass into the small intestine. Okay, ileum opens into the large intestine. Now this ileum, it is connected here to the large intestine. Okay, it is connected here to the large intestine. So see here what happens in the large intestine. So in the large intestine, the undigested food. So as you have seen that this part is the small intestine. Okay, small intestine is highly coiled. Now this part, okay, this part is the large intestine, which is connected to the appendix, which is also known as colon. It will come here. Here is the rectum. Then this is the anus. Okay, here is the rectum. Then this is the anus. Right? So this is what? This is the appendix. This is appendix. Okay. So this is connected to here. Okay, the small intestine, that is ileum. The ileum will go and connect to the large intestine, okay, to the ascending colon. Now, the large intestine has got various parts. What are the various parts? This part is known as ascending colon, okay. This is known as yes, ascending colon. This part is known as transverse colon, right? This is known as, which is coming downside, this is known as descending colon. Okay, descending colon. This is rectum and this is anus. Okay, it consists of cecum, colon, and rectum. Now, inside this, there is a tissue which is running through it, that is called as cecum, which is collecting the waste materials. Okay, this is called as cecum. So it consists of what? It consists of basically cecum, colon, and rectum. Cecum is a small blind sac which holds some symbiotic microorganism. Okay, so cecum holds some of the symbiotic microorganism which helps in the process of digestion also. So a narrow finger-like tubular projection like the vermiform appendix, which is vestigial organ, arises from the cecum. Okay, so see, from the cecum, what is arising? This appendix. Okay, this appendix is a vestigial organ, okay, which is not actually necessary for our body. So you might have heard that appendix surgery, when the appendix it increases in size, we need to remove it from our body, otherwise it will cause pain. Okay, so yes, next, the cecum opens into the colon. Okay, the colon is divided into three parts, that is ascending, transverse, and descending part. Okay, so the colon, what are the three colon we have seen? That is the ascending, then transverse, and the descending, right? And the descending. Okay, so this is the ascending, this is the transverse, this is the descending, isn't it? So these are the three colons. Okay, ascending, transverse, and descending part. Okay, three parts of colon. The descending part opens into the rectum, which opens out through the anus. Okay, so the descending part, it will come here, and here is the rectum, right? Here is the rectum, which will open, and the fecal matter will be removed outside through the anus, right? Will be removed outside through the anus. Yes. So now see the walls of alimentary canal. Okay, the alimentary canal which you have studied just now, it has got various walls through which the food need to pass. Okay, the alimentary canal from the esophagus to rectum possesses four layers. Namely serosa, muscularis, submucosa, and mucosa. Okay, so the alimentary canal, which runs from our esophagus to the anus or the rectum, it has got various layers, that is serosa. Okay, after that what you have? Muscularis. This is muscularis. Okay, the outermost layer is the serosa. Okay, next to the serosa is the muscularis, then mucosa, submucosa. Sorry, this layer is the submucosa, and the inside layer is the mucosa. Through these layers, the food needs to pass. Okay, so serosa is the outermost layer and is made up of thin mesothelium with some connective tissue. Okay, so serosa, as you can see, serosa is the outermost layer of the alimentary canal. So it is the outermost layer of the alimentary canal. So it is the outermost layer of the alimentary canal, and it has got what? It has got the connective tissues. Okay, so it is made up of what? It is made up of some connective tissues. Okay, it is made up of some connective tissue. Next layer, what you have? We have the muscularis. Okay, muscularis is formed by smooth muscles. Okay, so in the muscularis, you will find the smooth muscles. Okay, so how is the smooth muscle shape? The smooth muscle is like this, right? Elongated, and they have only one nucleus. So usually arranged in an inner circular and outer longitudinal layer. Okay, so they are arranged in the form of longitudinal layer. Okay, like this way, not horizontal. Okay, longitudinal arrangement you will see. Okay, in the muscularis. Clear? Next. Then muscle layer may be present in some regions. Okay, an oblique muscle layer also you may find. The submucosal layer is formed of loose connective tissue, then containing nerves, blood and the lymph vessels. Okay, so submucosal layer, it consists of what? It consists of the nerves, blood and the lymph vessels. Next, coming to the alimentary wall of the small intestine. Okay, so in the duodenum, the glands are also present in submucosa. So inside the small intestine, okay, you will find some finger-like projections that are called as villi. Okay, so this looks like this. These finger-like projections are called as villi, which helps in the proper absorption of the food. Okay, so see, they also have got submucosa, which is made up of what? Which is made up of loose connective tissue. Okay, the innermost lining, that is the lumen of the alimentary canal, is the mucosa. The innermost lining, that is innermost one, we call it as mucosa, and this layer forms the irregular folds in the stomach and the small intestine, finger-like projections called the villi in the small intestine. So as I said that, so this mucosa, they form what? They form finger-like projections. Okay, so what you see in the innermost lumen, you will see the finger-like projections, which we called as what? Which we called as villi. Okay, which we called as villi, and we see it in the small intestine. So the cells lining in the villi produce what? It produces numerous microscopic projections called microvilli, giving a brush border appearance. So this increases the surface area. So what it does, this microvilli, it increases the surface area. That means more food can be absorbed. Okay, when the surface area will be increased, more food can be absorbed. Okay, so more food, yes. So villi are supplied with the network of capillaries and large lymph vessels called the lacteal. So as you can see here, how is the diagram of the, that is a small intestine mucosa villi? It is being supplied with the blood vessels. As you can see, this blue color, these are the veins which is carrying the deoxygenated blood, right? These are the artery which is carrying the oxygenated blood. So villi is supplied with what? It is supplied with the blood vessels, okay, artery, veins and the capillaries also. So these narrow tubes which you can see, these are the capillaries. Clear? So see, it also has got what? It also has got microvilli, right? And this is called as lacteal. So what is this lacteal? Lacteal are what? These are the large lymph vessels, okay, which is called as lacteal. Okay, lacteal are nothing but the large lymph vessels. Okay, large lymph vessels are called as lacteal. Clear? So this is the structure of the alimentary wall of the small intestine. So now let us see that mucosal epithelium has got goblet cells. Okay, what type of cells are present in the mucosal epithelium? Goblet cells, which secretes mucus that helps in lubrication. Okay, so mucosa also forms glands in the stomach and crypts in between the bases of villi in the intestine, and all four layers show modifications in different parts of the alimentary canal. So this is all what you have learned so far about the alimentary canal. Now let us move into the digestive glands. Okay, so as you know that what are the various digestive glands? You have liver, gallbladder and pancreas, right? The salivary gland, liver, gallbladder, okay, then pancreas. So salivary gland, which is also one of the most important gland where saliva is being secreted, right? So it has got various enzymes like salivary amylase. So digestive glands are also associated with the alimentary canal, which includes the salivary glands, the liver and the pancreas. So as you can see here, so we have what? We have the gallbladder, so which looks like a bag-like structure, okay? So yes, next, we have what? We have the common bile duct, which is being released or connected to the duodenum. Okay, this common bile duct is connected to the duodenum of the small intestine. This is pancreas. This is also one of the digestive gland which secretes pancreatic juice. This secretes pancreatic juice. Okay, pancreatic juice, right? So now we have here liver too, okay. From the liver, what happened? The hepatic ducts are also coming into the small intestine. All the ducts, whatever is being released, okay, from the liver, from the pancreas, from the gallbladder, it will come and meet at a common point, okay. So see, this is the liver, here is the pancreas, here is the gallbladder, okay. So all they will come here and they will reach to a common passage, okay. They will connect to a common passage that is called as the duodenum of the small intestine, okay. Duodenum of small intestine. So the pancreas will release the pancreatic juice, the gallbladder will release the bile, right? Liver will release a hepatic juice. So all they will be connected here, okay, to the duodenum of the small intestine. Is that clear? Small intestine. So now let us see what is the salivary gland, okay. So salivary gland, where it is present in our mouth, okay. In our mouth there are three salivary gland, okay. So it is mainly produced by the pairs of, that is what it produces. It produces saliva. Salivary gland, it produces saliva. Saliva, which helps us in proper that is proper mastication of the food. So what are the various three saliva or the salivary glands you have, okay. So the three salivary glands you have is the parotids, okay, the submaxillary or the submandibular salivary gland or the sublingual salivary gland. So what are the various salivary gland you have? You have what? Parotids, okay. Number one, parotids. Then number two, you have, that is submaxillary, submaxillary. Then number three, you have sublinguals, sublinguals. Now, where these parotids are present near your cheeks, okay, near the cheeks, okay, near your ears, these parotid glands are present. Parotid salivary glands are present. Now, what about the submaxillary? It is present in the lower jaw, okay. So it is present inside, that is below your lower jaw, okay. So it is present below the lower jaw. Clear? Now, the sublingual, it is present near your tongue, okay. The sublinguals is below your tongue, okay. That is below the tongue, the sublingual salivary gland is present, okay. So, it is present below the tongue. So, these are the three salivary glands you will find in case of a human being, okay. So, this gland situated just outside the buccal cavity, okay. So, they are situated outside the buccal cavity and secrete the salivary juice into the buccal cavity, okay. They are secreting the salivary juice inside the buccal cavity, right? Yes. Now, let us move into the another gland. So, do you know that liver is the largest gland in your body? So, it is what? It is the largest gland in our body. And the largest organ in your body is the skin, okay. Skin is the largest organ. So liver is the largest gland, which is, what is the weight? What is the weight of the liver? It is 1.2 to 1.5 kg. 1.2 to 1.5 kg in an adult human being, okay. 1.2 to 1.5 kg. It is situated in the abdominal cavity, okay. Now, in our body, we have two cavity. So, if this is the body, okay. So, here the lungs are present. Lungs are present, right? This cavity is known as thoracic cavity, okay, cavity. This is diaphragm. This is diaphragm, right? So here what happens? The other organs like your stomach, okay, then the liver, okay, then the gallbladder, okay. So all the organs are present, isn't it? The small intestine will be present, small intestine will be present, right? Small intestine, and then it will finally connect to the anus, isn't it? So this part, okay, this part below the diaphragm is known as abdominal cavity, okay. So above the diaphragm, okay, that is this part up to the lungs is your thoracic cavity, okay. Then below the diaphragm, what we call, that is called as abdominal cavity. Clear? So this part, all this after the diaphragm, all these parts are known as abdominal cavity. Clear? Abdominal cavity. Okay. So yes, the hepatic lobules are the structural and functional units of the liver. Okay. Now, this hepatic lobules, what they secrete? They secrete the hepatic ducts. Okay. So, they contain the hepatic cells arranged in the form of cords. Okay. Each lobule is covered by a thin connective tissue sheet called the Gleason's capsule. So when you look into the liver will be having the hepatic cells, and they are connected with the loose connective tissue which is known as the Gleason's capsule. Okay. So next let us come to the gallbladder. Okay. Now the gallbladder, that is what it secretes, the bile, okay, the bile juice, okay, which is a yellowish green color liquid which helps in the process of digestion. So what is this bile? This bile is a yellowish green color liquid which has been secreted by the gallbladder, and it helps in the process of digestion. So it is being secreted by the hepatic cells, passed through the hepatic ducts, and is stored and concentrated in a thin muscular sac called the gallbladder. So what happens in the gallbladder? The bile is being stored, okay? The bile is being stored. The bile is actually produced by the liver, sorry. The bile is being produced by the liver, okay? In the liver, they have the hepatic cells, okay? In the liver, the hepatic cells are present. These hepatic cells, they produce what? They produce the bile, okay? Now, the bile needs to be stored in the gallbladder, okay? Sorry. The liver is producing what? The liver is producing the bile, okay? The bile is being produced by the hepatic cells of the liver, okay, of the liver, and it is being stored in the gallbladder, okay? Remember, it is being stored where? It is being stored in the gallbladder. So in the gallbladder, the bile is being stored. Now the bile will be sent to the small intestine, okay? Now the duct of gallbladder along with the hepatic duct from the liver forms the common bile duct, okay? Now next, the bile duct and the pancreatic duct opens together in the duodenum as the common hepatopancreatic duct, which is guarded by a sphincter muscle called the sphincter of Oddi, okay? So yes, next let us move into the pancreas. So pancreas is what? Pancreas is a compound elongated organ situated between the limbs of the U-shaped duodenum. Now see here, this is the pancreas, okay? So this is the pancreas which is situated near the duodenum, okay? Near the U-shaped duodenum. The duodenum, as you can see, it is U-shaped, right? Here it looks like U-shaped, isn't it? Now, that is the bile, okay, the hepatic duct. So you can see this is a common passage, okay. This is the hepatic duct. This is the hepatic duct from the liver. Now, the bile which is being stored here in the gallbladder, it is also coming through a common passage, right? This coming here and coming to the where? To the duodenum of the small intestine, right? So yes, the exocrine portion secretes an alkaline pancreatic juice containing enzymes, and endocrine portion secretes the hormones insulin and the glucagon, okay? The exocrine portion of the pancreas, it secretes what? Pancreatic juice, and which is containing enzyme, and the endocrine portion is secreting the hormones and the insulin, okay? Hormones such as insulin and the glucagon, okay? This is the function of pancreas. So yes, this is all about it, what you have learned in today's session. So today you have completed, you have learned about the alimentary canal and the various digestive glands, right? So I hope you have understood what is being discussed in today's session. So if you like this video, do like it and also share it with your friends so that they find benefits out of it. So in my next class, I'll be starting with the process, that is the mechanism how the food is being digested with the help of various enzymes. Okay, so till then, be connected with Vista's learning. I will meet you in my next class. Take care and bye bye.